How do you think your parents would react if you brought me home as your partner?
My God.
That's funny.
Wow. That I was not expecting that.
Recently, when have you been the most worried for me and why?
I know exactly when. I feel like crying. It was when you had that really massive bleed, and and they took you to A&E, and no one could go with you, obviously because of COVID, and you just sent me that picture of you with the mask on. You look so cute. And it's like the first time you've been rushed to hospital and I've not been there. I've not been able to be there. Like, usually it doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. I can go from work, I can just get a taxi or whatever. But I couldn't, even if I wanted to. You had to deal with that on your own. And they said that you'd lost like 3 pints of blood or something, didn't they? And said if you'd have left it another day, it was probably then, because I think if it took you, like, when I can't even remember the last time I saw you. Well, I can actually, on the 7th of March. But I mean, like, I can't, like, I think a lot of people will feel the same when I say if I could go back to the last time, like, we hugged, I would have made it longer.
When you had this depression thing in Chennai, IIT Madras. So before that, I never knew that you had this problem. We never talked about this, and I had the impression that you are headstrong and do your own thing, but I never knew that you have this problem. So when this thing came, and when I went to Chennai also to meet you, that time I felt really vulnerable. I felt that I am totally helpless in this. I could not even think of what to do. So I was totally vulnerable, and then I found out that I used to think that I can handle things. I can find ways. I can solve problems. I had, I know through life I have learned so many tricks by meeting people, helping others. So, but in this case, I was totally clueless.
So there was one time in my life where I thought this was the happiest I could ever be. But having opportunities with you like this have really surpassed that. And this right here is a symbol of what I used to think was the happiest you could ever be. But you have really showed me that there's so much more.
The biggest worry that sits on my shoulders is where, given the current legal implications of immigration right now and possible talks of a ban, and whether it will continue after that, and just establishing like all the legal routes where some people are like, hey, you should get an immigration lawyer, and some people are like, no, you can do it yourself, just be smart and diligent. And there's just so much conflicting information coming from every side. where some people are like, yeah, it's going to be like 9 months. And some people are going to be, yeah, it's going to be 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's so overwhelming that I just don't know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
I know the common age-old adage of you start by taking one little step at a time. But we're talking about you or mine uprooting an entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Your belongings, your connections, everything social, psychological, my car, like everything, and moving it into another country. I know people have done it before, but this is the first time for me and it's terrifying.
You value everything a bit more during these weird times. I would say, yeah, valuing your relationship at this time is like with everything. Like you kind of reevaluate everything and you realize what you do take for granted or things like that. What about you?
No, probably the same. I guess we had, obviously saw each other in February, had really good fun, and then it's like, oh, and then it's like, oh no, but we'll see each other in March, and then we'll see each other in May, and then we'll see each other in July. So you're like really excited about all these things. So it makes you realise that although it's fine doing it online, you kind of do need the face-to-face meetups.
Those things to look forward to.
I know.
The UK is so close to the Netherlands that you kind of just never think about it, but then now it's like, fuck, it feels far away.
What do you think is one thing that we surprisingly have in common? I have one.
What do you think?
I was gonna say our relationships with our dads, like how we want them to be better, and how like that was a worry for us to come back home and be with our dads.
Yeah. The skin deep knows.
Pardon me?
The skin deep knows like their thing, like how to match people, and
they
like
do.
Really, yeah. Good job.
Thank you. Okay. Hey guys, Melanie again. Thank you so much for watching. Currently on the set of The And. If you want to bring these conversations at home, check it out at our shop. And if you want to watch more of our videos, check it out below. Thanks.